What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Tristin. TaZe. Hope you all having a wonderful, fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for tuning back to the show for a brand new Black Ops Cold War video. In today's video, guys, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at the best top 10 class setups that I have for you guys as of the brand new patch and update for both Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. So, hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you guys do, please make sure to leave a like down below. So, guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. And with that being said, guys, let's get into today's video. So, starting off with the classes that we have, guys. First one is my XM4 class I use when I'm just casually playing and everything. For this class, I'm using the Microflex LED, the Infantry Compensator. I'm using the 13.7 takedown barrel. I'm using the Bruiser Grip, the Jungle Style Mag, the Drop Shot Wrap for the handle, and the Buffer Tube. As you guys can tell, the firepower, the speed, and the accuracy are insane. Just one after another, those bars are getting better and better. So I gotta say that that's really awesome. The highlights of this, guys, in terms of things, I mean, you could definitely make some changes, such as, you know, maybe doing the mag clamp instead of that 40, you know, or that jungle style. But the Bruiser Grip, definitely going to be one of the best attachments you guys can use for any gun, including the XM4, just because of that movement speed, the sprinting move, and the shooting move, and the aim walk movement speed, as you guys can see, all at a pretty good balance when it comes to. Then I'm using the 1911 Flashbang Molotov Proxmine, Engineer, Scavenger, and Ghost with Gunfighter as well. Moving on to the next one, guys, is my AK-47U class, or AK-74U, sorry. And I gotta say that this class is nasty, right? Spetsnaz Compensator, the 10.3 Task Force Barrel. I'm using the Bruiser Grip again, the VDV 50 R&D Fast Mag Barrel, or magazine, sorry. Spetsnaz Field Grip, and the Duster Stock. As you guys can tell, again, the firepower is just insane. That speed, that accuracy, and, you know, the ammo are really, really good. You know, overall, looking at some of the best details, you know, again, that Bruiser Grip really just helping to give it a huge boost, especially in melee quickness. You know, that way if you run out of bullets and someone's charging at you, you can still hit them really, really quickly and everything like that. And again, you know, that R&D Fast Mag is just really going to help out a lot when it comes down to it. So, moving on to the next class, guys. This is the one that you guys see me using a lot on stream or in my videos with the XM4. It's the Millstop Reflex, the Infantry Compensator, the 13.7 takedown barrel, the SVOD Speed Grip, the Stagnad 50 R&D Mag, the Drop Shot Wrap, and the Buffer Tube. The accuracy is insane on this gun. You can literally beam kids halfway across the map. It doesn't matter what map it is. This gun will tear people to shreds, and I love it for that. Then moving on, guys, I have the KSP-45. This gun is underrated as a submachine gun, but you can easily drop 40, 50, 60 plus kills a game if you're using this specific class. Heck, I did it a couple of different times. I'm using the Quick Dot LED. Then I'm using the 9.6 Cavalry Lancer barrel instead of that 10.5 reinforced heavy. Then I'm using the front grip instead of, you know, maybe, you know, I could see some people going with the red cell 4 grip. I'm going to do it just for the fun of it. Then I'm using the 42 R&D mag instead of the fast mag. Then I'm using the speed tape on this. I know some people would use the drop shot wrap, but I personally just like this because that aim down sight time is just very important on this gun. And then I'm using the tactical stock because really otherwise with the wire stock, you're only getting sprint to fire time 10%, which I guess, you know, why not? So moving from there, guys, we got a full 1911 class that I'm using. I'm using the Quick Dot LED, the muzzle brake, the 6.83 extended barrel, 12 R&D, and the speed tape. So definitely going to be really good and everything. I typically use the pistol for if I see prox mines or something like that I just want to get out of the way without taking bullets out of my gun. Then I'm using the Bullfrog, guys, here, and this class is nasty as well. As you guys can tell at the bottom left, the firepower is insane, the speed and the accuracy is unreal with this gun. But I'm using the Diamondback Reflex Optic, the Spetsnaz Compensator for the muzzle, the 7.6 rifled barrel. Then I'm using that Bruiser Grip again. You know, it's kind of a signature thing for me, I guess. Then I'm using the Stagnad 85 round magazine, which this comes in handy so much, right? If you're someone who is rushing a very aggressive player, but also trying to get a lot of kills, this is going to help you more than any of the other, you know, I mean, I think the only one in, you know, the magazine category that would help you maybe is that VDV version as well, but you are going to lose a little bit of aim down sight time. So I think that just for this, it's definitely really good. Then I'm using the Spetsnaz field grip rather than any of these other ones, mainly because the flinch resistance and the aim down sight time. I do give up a little bit of that sprint to fire time, but it is okay at the end of the day. Then I'm using Duster Stock as well. I know some people would use this maybe to counteract that, you know, missing speed to fire time, but I like the slide speed a lot more with this gun and everything. Then I'm just using a basic knife and everything. I don't think I have any camos for this knife, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Then I'm using the QBZ, guys, and for this class, I haven't really done a lot of, you know, upgrading it and so forth, but for this one, I'm going to use the Quick Dot LED. I'm going to, you know, keep the muzzle brake 5.56, the 15.5 reinforced heavy barrel. Then I'm using the Infiltrator grip, the 40 R&D drum. I know some people would have it that you use, you know, the jungle style, but really the only difference is reload quickness, whereas with this one, you're getting more ammo, you know, starting out, a higher ammo capacity and magazine ammo capacity as well. Then I'm using the drop shot wrap and the marathon stock as well. Moving on to another thing that's different from most of my classes is I'm using tack mask on this one as well. So a little bit of a different thing compared to using engineer, but it is what it is. On this one, guys, I have the Groza, and the Groza is nasty. It is one of the most just god destructive weapons in this game. I'm using the Millistop reflex on this gun, but I know some people who would be okay with using the Cobra Red Dot. In this case, I'm going to put the Cobra Red Dot on there. I use the muzzle brake 7.62. I know some people would use some of these other ones, like, you know, for instance, the flash guard to help with the flash concealment. Definitely in this case, really something to go with. I'm using the 16.2 Cavalry Lancer barrel because really the VDV reinforced one, while it is a bigger damage range and so forth, you're going to be losing that sprinting move speed and that aim walking movement speed, and it's just not worth giving up. I'm using the Infiltrator grip rather than the Patrol grip because of, you know, losing that speed a little bit. I'm using the 40 R&D speed mag, the field tape, and the marathon stock at the end of the day. And as well, guys, I'm using a shotgun on this class. I have a ton of attachments for the shotgun, but I never put them on there and everything. Then, guys, the AK-47, one of my favorite guns in the Black Ops series and in Cold War in particular. For this class, guys, I'm using the Spetsnaz compensator muzzle, the 18.2 VDV reinforced barrel. I'm using the Bruiser grip again, the Bakelite 50 R&D mag, and I want to go over why this versus any of these other ones that you guys see. This one, because one, you get more ammo in it, but as well, you know, you have more ammo capacity, more, you know, max starting out and stuff. I know some people would rather go with the 40 R&D one because of that reload quickness, but in reality, by switching to this, you're giving up about 5% less aim down sight time, and as well, you are giving up, you know, about 10% reload quickness. So 15% compared to 20, I think that's definitely worth it when you are getting the extra 10 mags and stuff like that. Then I'm using the Spetsnaz field grip and the Duster Stock as well for this. On this one, guys, I'm kind of doing something a little bit different, which is a stun grenade. I know some people wouldn't necessarily go with a stun grenade, but for me, that's just kind of what I like to do with this. Then, guys, I'm using the Creed 6, and this one is a nasty class. I recently put this together, but I have yet to try it and everything. Let me know if you guys want me to make a video with this class. But it's with the Microflex LED, the Agency Suppressor, a 19.7 takedown barrel. Then I'm using the Bruiser grip instead of the Field Agent grip or any of these other ones. I'm using the 40 R&D Speed Mag rather than, I mean, probably the only one I would go with personally is, you know, the SAS Mag Clamp or the Salvo. But, you know, that's personally the one I'm going with just because of that reload quickness and the ammo and stuff like that. Then I'm using the Serpent Wrap for this gun, and as well the Duster Stock when it comes down to it. I know some people who would use the combat stock, but you are going to be giving a little bit up of that hipfire accuracy. So at the end of the day, I think that's perfectly fine with putting it on and everything like that. And then using the Last Stop variant here as well, the Flash Cone 12 gauge, 21.6 reinforced barrel, the 6 R&D tube for the magazine serpent grip, and the SAS combat stock when it comes down to it. And on this one, guys, I'm using Flak Jacket instead. You know, you guys can kind of see I'm doing something a little bit different, but I think, you know, when it comes down to it, it's kind of definitely interesting. I'd say forward intel on a class like this is definitely going to be good, though, because, you know, with the Krieg, you want to be able to see where your enemies are in a wider view, see everyone around you. This is just going to really help out at the end of the day. And then, guys, the Milano, one of my favorite guns in the Black Ops Cold War game. I'm using the Diamondback Reflex, the Infantry Compensator for the muzzle, the 9.5 rifled for this gun. I know some people who would go with this or, you know, the 10.1. I just like that 9.5 because it's got an effective damage range and you're not really screwing around too much with it. Then you got the Bruiser Grip. I know some people who would go with something a little bit different, but in terms of things, that's just the way I like it. Then I'm using fast mags on this rather than any of these other ones. But I think that still, it's a very good gun at the end of the day. Then I'm using Field Tape and then the Raider stock as well. Again, Flashbang, Molotov, Procs, Engineer, Scavenger, Ghost, all that. Going over my Scoresheets, guys, I use Spy Plane, I use the Care Package, and the Attack Helicopter. Now, the reason why I use the Care Package, and you guys will see this in a lot of my games, is sometimes I get crazy luck getting an Attack Helicopter, Chopper Gunner, VTOL Escort. One of the games that I'm going to upload here very soon on the channel is a game where, yes, we lost in Hardpoint by, I think, like, less than 100 points or something like that. But I dropped a VTOL Escort on these guys that I was able to get out of a Care Package. So it does definitely help out from time to time and so forth. So those are the classes that I personally use, guys. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like down below. Again, guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. And as well, turn on notifications so you guys stay up to date with all the Black Ops, Cold War, Warzone, and other types of content I upload here on the channel. But with that being said, guys, my name is Tristin. I'll see all of you guys in the next one.